Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Banke for those who don't know, and today I'm going to be doing an about me video, which I think is kind of like about time, right? So I've done about 5 or 6 videos, and I realized I actually haven't done an about me video. But before we go into the new year and there's gonna be like lots of interesting things happening, I just kind of thought it would be a good time to get to know me, you know, and we can just basically have fun together. So I do hope you guys like this video. Stay tuned, don't turn away. So I threw a question out there on Instagram, just asking if you guys would like me to do an about me video, and my poll at the moment, which I am checking, okay, 89%. So someone said no. We'll just generally go with the most frequently asked questions that I get. Let's start. My name is Bankè. It's not the E as in Beyonce, it's the E as in egg, and most people just call me Banke. I think that's like my nickname. It is a Nigerian name, and it's a Yoruba name, and it means to take care of her. The full name is Bankè, God take care of her. So yes, so I've actually answered 2 questions right there. Going to where I'm from, so I'm Nigerian, like I said, I'm Yoruba. I do speak Yoruba, I speak my language. If you do hear a slight twang, it's, yes, my Yoruba accent, it's all there. I can do the full accent if you want me to. So another question, am I single or married? I got married 2 months ago in October, which was like the best time of my life. Yeah, it was smooth, it was happy, and yes, I'm married. No kids yet. Do I want to have kids? Yes, I do want to have kids. This is like a recent development actually. If I asked myself the same question this time last year, I think my answer would have been like, I don't know, I don't really know. But now, yes, I do want kids. I want 2 kids, and if I can adopt 1 more, I would do that. So I'd have like a big squad of kids. Going into another question, so I do have siblings. There's 7 of us, so I do come from a big family. I'm the last of 7 kids. Yeah. I moved to the UK when I was 15, which was, oh, how many years ago now? I can't count. But right now I'm 31, right? So about 16 years ago. So I'll go into jobs. I think I want to do this really quick because I don't want you guys to dilly-dally and blah, 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 blah. So I'm just going through all of those stuff, and if you have any questions, just leave comments below. There's not that many of you yet on YouTube that I cannot respond to, so I will respond to anyone who asks me questions here on YouTube. I think it's going to be really exciting for me to actually know that anyone is going to want to get to know me and would even ask me questions, so that's fine. So when I finished from uni, or before I finished from uni, I had my first job, which was a sales job, and to God I hated it. I only lasted in the job for I think 2 days. My first day, which I thought was going to be an interview, it was like, oh well, it's your trial day, you're going on field. And I was like, okay, let's go. Day 1, I didn't really make any sales. I was cringing at my manager's sales pitch. Yeah, he was ruthless. Like we went out with like 300 books. He sold everything and mine wants to, and I was like, wow, he was talented, but I just kind of thought it wasn't really for me. So, and then my next job, and then I started working in retail. I worked on a shop floor for a few years, and then I went again into more retail, and it was all fashion retail, and that's how I got into fashion. But to be honest, I wanted to be a fashion designer. So when I was younger, I used to have all my sketches and all whatnot, and I used to draw girls in like different clothes. Guys, I will show you this someday. I mean, I do have my archive somewhere, but I used to want to be a designer and work in retail for a very long time. And then I transitioned from working on the shop floor, and I transitioned into PR. So I worked in fashion PR for a fashion brand, I think 2 years and a bit. And then I decided I needed a change of career, and I went back to doing accounting with a media company. So, university. I went to university and I studied accounting and finance. I didn't want to be an accountant at first, but it was just something to do. On to the next question, do I blog full-time or part-time? I wouldn't really say anyone blogs part-time because it's a full-time job. Like, I'm on social media and I'm constantly looking for ideas. I'm not a full-time blogger, but I'm a full-time blogger. But yes, so how did I start blogging? I started blogging when I was working in PR. So my first PR role was actually very digital influencer. I was liaising with bloggers and online editors and people like that, and I just I think I was drawn a lot towards the bloggers because I thought, oh my god, this is so cool, but I wanted to know how to relate to them and how to communicate with them. So I started my own little blog called Glitter's Wall of Fame. I know, Glitter's Wall of Fame. But yeah, so that's how I started blogging in 2012 or 13. I just kind of thought I really do like this, so I started putting a little bit of more effort into my blog, and I rebranded. I changed the name to A Style Diary, and I've just carried on from there. Religion, I'm a Christian. I totally believe in God, and I was actually born Catholic, so I do have a baptism name called Monica. It's my middle name. So my name is Banke Monica. So let's move on to personal goals, things I wanted to do before I turned 30. First of them was I really wanted a career, something I can just, you know, get into and build a life out of, kind of thing. Second one was I wanted to buy property. So I bought my house when I was 29. I think it was the last thing I ticked off the list. Like, I really did want to buy a house, and I didn't want to move into my 30s still renting or living at home at the time. And also I wanted to know how to drive. Seriously guys, driving was such a big thing for me. So yes, those three things are like the final key things that I wanted to do before I turned 30, and I managed to do all of them, thank God. Well, before I turned 40, I do want to have kids, so I want to have at least 2 kids of my own, independent. Like, I want to be an entrepreneur, so I do want to have my own business, and I do want to have something going for me apart from my job. Also, I know this is totally out of the blues, out of the moon or whatever, but I do want to actually buy a yacht. And then I also want to buy a bigger house. So before I turn 40, I want to have at least another property or 2 other properties. Yeah, and again, it's things that I want to do before I turn 40, along with everything else that comes my way. I know this might change by the time I'm 35. I might have new goals and whatever, but guys, I think that's all in all that I can say right now. I don't want to take too much of your time, but as you follow me along and follow my journey, you guys will get to know a lot more about me. So guys, if you've liked this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Something is going to prompt you to subscribe, and find me as well on Instagram at A Style Diary with an underscore. I'm gonna leave all of my links below, so please guys, make this journey so worthwhile for me, and I do promise I will try and bring as much content as possible. Thanks.